P-Network is a digital currency project with a specific goal. It aims to make digital money accessible and simple for everyday people to use. The project is in development but already has a large community participating via mobile phones. For this money to be useful, it must be more than a closed system. It needs to be safe. It needs to be efficient. It needs to interact with the established global financial world. To achieve that, Pi builds on two critical technologies. 1. A consensus protocol similar to Stellar SCP. 2. A messaging standard known as ISO 2022. Together they form a bridge to traditional banking and regulators. SCP provides a way for computers to agree on transaction records. Think of a shared digital ledger everyone sees the same way. The Stellar Consensus Protocol, SCP, is the engine that drives agreement. Its job is to ensure every computer maintaining the ledger agrees on order and validity. This process is called reaching consensus. Instead of massive compute puzzles, SCP uses a more social, efficient method. It relies on federated Byzantine agreement. Each node chooses a small set of trusted peers, a quorum slice. When enough overlapping slices agree, the network reaches consensus. Nodes exchange messages, vote in fast rounds, and confirm sets of transactions quickly. That speed is essential for everyday purchases like coffee or bills. People expect near-instant confirmations. Security comes from decentralized trust. No single authority decides validity. To compromise it, an attacker would need to control many nodes across slices simultaneously. This design is resilient when participants choose trusted peers wisely. One defining feature is remarkable energy efficiency. Proof of work consumes vast electricity. SCP sidesteps this. Agreement comes from communication and voting. Standard hardware is enough. Everyday computers, lightweight servers, even mobiles can participate. This lowers barriers, broadens access, and strengthens the network. Low energy means low operational cost, ideal for micropayments. Small payments become practical without fees eating the value. Efficiency supports both large B2B transfers and small P2P tips. It aligns with a vision of inclusive, sustainable digital currency. It can scale to many users without rising energy or hardware constraints. Resilient, accessible, and ready for long-term adoption. ISO 2022 is a global open standard for financial messages between institutions. Think of it as a universal language for banks, corporations, and payment systems. Before it, proprietary formats caused errors, delays, and manual fixes. ISO 2022 provides a shared dictionary and strict grammar of data fields. It defines structured data, amount, date, sending party, receiving party, and more. The richness lets more information travel with each payment. Extra data helps meet legal requirements, simplify audits, and ensure compliance. Banks can auto-process messages, known as straight-through processing. It speeds settlement and reduces human error. Pi's ISO readiness means its transactions can be formatted for immediate bank acceptance. Speaking the bank's language lowers technical and regulatory barriers. The combination of efficient consensus and a modern data standard creates a bridge. SCP-like consensus manages secure, rapid confirmations on the ledger. But banks need more than confirmation. They need structured context. ISO 2022 acts as the translator into banking native formats. An ISO-ready Pi payment carries the detailed fields banks require: amount, invoice number, purchase order ID, taxes and legal names, what addresses, structured and clear. Banks auto-verify legitimacy, screen compliance, and credit accounts without delay. This reduces friction that often delays cross-border flows. It's a two-way street. Value can flow into banks and onto Pi. Institutions could issue compliant stablecoins, manage issuance, transfer, and redemption. This integration can turn Pi into a platform for regulated financial services, connecting users globally. Security and trust in a consensus-based network. SCP security differs from proof of work like Bitcoin. POW relies on cost and computational difficulty as a barrier. SCP relies on a distributed web of trust, collective agreement of reputable validators. It's secure as long as enough honest nodes prevent any one actor from controlling consensus. Quorum slices form overlapping quorums. Nodes choose peers they believe won't collude. An attacker must compromise many slices to push a bad transaction, hard by design. Transparent validator governance and diversity are critical for integrity. Ideally, validators span universities, reputable firms, nonprofits, and community stewards. Known, accountable operators reduce risk of coordinated attacks. This cooperative security model sustains fast, low-cost transactions without extreme energy use. A greener approach, low energy consumption matters for sustainability. POW mining uses enormous electricity, driving emissions and e-waste. That model faces growing scrutiny and potential regulation. Pi adopts SCP-inspired consensus, no energy-intensive puzzles. Security is based on communication and voting, tiny compute footprint. Energy use is a fraction of comparable POW networks. Participation is accessible, standard desktops, low-cost VPS, or common hardware. Lower barriers foster broader, more resilient decentralization. Low energy positions Pi for future policy, cost, and environmental realities. It can scale globally in a sustainable, responsible way. That makes Pi attractive to partners prioritizing efficiency and sustainability. Cross-border payments today are slow, expensive, and opaque. Multiple intermediaries add fees, delays, and information loss. Missing or messy data triggers manual checks that hold funds. Pi helps by pairing SCP speed with ISO 2022 rich data. The ledger settles in seconds, no more long waits. ISO-compliant messages explain exactly what each payment is for. Example, a French craft seller receives Pi from a customer in Japan. The message includes verified identity, product SKU, invoice reference, and shipping address, formatted to ISO 2022. The bank auto-reads fields, confirms legitimacy, and matches to the invoice. Funds credit quickly, cash flow improves, and reconciliation shrinks. Banks lower operational costs and compliance risk. Everyone gains reliability. Pi combines an SCP-modeled consensus with ISO 2122 readiness to unlock real-world utility. Together, they solve the core barriers to mainstream adoption. The consensus engine is secure, fast, and remarkably energy efficient. It handles high daily volumes at very low cost, from P2P to corporate settlements. ISO is the translator. Rich, structured, universally understood by banks and regulators. That enables legal and commercial use cases with automation and compliance. Next steps include growing a robust validator ecosystem, building developer tools, and forging bank partnerships. Pi is choosing a bridge, not an island, so value connects beyond its community. It can become a compliant tool for real-world activity, linking innovation to stability. This balanced approach, secure consensus plus ISO 2022, may be the key to global, practical adoption.